Got him in group as a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going.
Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Welcome to another edition of Z360. I'm your host, David Suntup. Coming up, our GoPro feature on pole vaulting. We mic up Akron men's basketball assistant coach Charles Thomas and my interview with new women's soccer head coach Norleen Herlihy. Did you ever wonder what it's like to go pole vaulting? Well, you're about to find out in our special GoPro feature with women's pole vaulter Claire Lucas.
When I'm standing back there, I'm just making sure that my step is at the right place, I got the right pole, holding the pole at the right place, and then just before I start my approach, just kind of thinking of overall confidence. It's cool just to feel yourself setting yourself up for a really good jump and then hitting that takeoff and actually feeling it. So thinking about all of your running mechanics and how you hold the pole and how do you kind of lead up into the vault to get a good takeoff. And once you feel that good takeoff, it's a good feeling.
What's your strategy for the technique when you're trying to vault yourself over the bar?
It kind of depends. It goes really fast, so you can only think of a few things at a time. So, you know, some days I might be focusing more on my approach and my running mechanics. Other days I might need to be focusing more on arms up and my takeoff. Or other days when my takeoff and my approach is okay, then I can finally focus on, you know, what I look like when I'm actually going over the bar. So it differs. Like I said, you can only think about a few number of things at a time, so it kind of depends on what your strengths are that day and what you're kind of having trouble with. It doesn't hurt at all, it's fine. After hundreds and hundreds of jumps, you kind of get used to it. And you know, sometimes a couple bumps and bruises, but if you have a good jump, it's nice to land on that mat and jump up and celebrate if you PR.
Charles Thomas is in his 5th season as an assistant coach on Keith Dambrot's staff. Here's the former Detroit Pistons player mic'd up at a recent Zips practice.
Let's go, D. Let me get some, D. Let me get some, D. What you got for me? Going right, going right, going right. Oh. All right, Reg. Shot, big dog. You look good with that number 4 on your back, buddy. Represent Coach Thomas out here. They check their point guards because we're going to switch everything. All they do is shoot threes. So you're going to be guarding a lot of, in the ball screen, we might do a lot of switching. Got at least get 2 games in them, right? They loose now, broken in now. In the practice, I get a chance to say a little bit more. In the games, Coach Dambrot is so intense and he's so focused that he does most of the talking. He'll look back to the bench and ask us questions, but I get to be more interactive during practice, a little more involved in it, so that's why I like practice. That's it, big dog. That's it, big dog. Good work, good work. Down screen, Cam. Down screen, Cam. There you go. Touch it now. Stand, touch it now. Good, man. Touch it. I'm there. Down screen, down screen. Take it away, Jake. Take it away, Jake. Let it go. Let it go. Take it away, Jake. Take it away. Take it away. Good. Jump to it. Jump to it still. The scout stuff in practice is fun for me because I get a chance to really coach. Like Coach Dambrot doesn't take any involvement in all that. It's pretty much what I'm doing because I watch like 6, 7, 8, 10 games. So that part is really fun. And today, what I was doing, we're playing Central Michigan. So what I was doing is just letting them know what Central Michigan is going to do, what plays we're going to run, how I want them to run them, and just to keep listening over to me, and I'll give them some pointers from the sideline if I see that we're messing something up. But that part is really fun for me. Hey, red group, come here. Go ball screening. All right, go ball screen and pop. And you just go short corner to short corner. All right, anytime you happen to be down on the bottom mark, if say Rick drives at you down this lane and comes to the screen for him, instead of ducking in, so if you're right here and he's coming down this lane, I just want you to space right here, space right here, space right here, out to the 3. All right, they're always wide. Everybody's always wide spotted behind the 3-point line. So make sure the 3-point line is definitely our guide for this scout. You know, I think being a former NBA player carries a lot of weight. I think in all college basketball, because that's what they want to get to. And they asked me a lot of questions about what it was like off the floor, what it was like on the floor, what it was like playing against Michael Jordan, what it was like playing against Magic Johnson, you know, all these certain people. But I think I got instant credibility with our guys. So when I say something, they tend to listen. And I'm not a yeller and a screamer per se, only when I really, really messed up. So I just pull guys over to the side, I'll whisper something in their ear, and they seem to take pretty well to that. So if being in the NBA gets me that reputation that the guys want to listen to me, you know, I'll gladly run with it.
Norleen Herlihy was named the new women's soccer head coach back on December 18th. She takes over after leading D2 Slippery Rock to 19 straight winning seasons. Here's my conversation with Coach Herlihy. David Suntup, joined by the new women's soccer head coach, Norleen Herlihy. And Coach, welcome to Akron. Not too big of a move, just 88 miles west from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. And the first thing I noticed when I came up to your office to introduce myself to you was your enthusiasm. So what excites you the most about this new job?
Well, I'm just looking forward to a new challenge in my career. I think it's everything here is in place, I think, for the program to be successful. Met with the women this morning for the first time, and they're eager to go. And so it's all in all a great, exciting time for me.
You mentioned that you met with the team for the first time today. What was your message to the players?
My message was basically, you know, I can clearly see they want to win, and we talked about just leaving a legacy for them as young women, and you know, we talked about taking pride in wearing the Akron jerseys, but it's all going to take time. And we also chatted about, you know, being a bit patient. You know, success wasn't, or should I say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and but we're looking forward to get going. We really are.
You brought up winning, and you have quite a winning pedigree. At Slippery Rock, you had 19 straight winning seasons. So how do you think that track record of winning could rub off on the players?
Well, I think, you know, the proof's in the pudding. We've run a wonderful program at Slippery Rock over the years. It's been a nationally ranked program for years and years and years. And that's one of the things I said to them. You know, I'm going to ask them to trust me. I think, you know, with 20 years of proven success, it's my hope that they will trust me in how I can run a collegiate program and a successful one. And I'm just looking forward to bringing those ideas here. And I think collectively it's going to be an exciting time ahead. What
type of student athlete are you looking for when you're going to go out recruiting?
I think the biggest thing for us is just, you know, we're going to get an idea how we can evaluate the players here right now. They're wonderful young women, and so once we have these next couple of weeks over us, then we'll have a better idea how we are comparing the recruits out there. But, you know, we're always looking for the elite players to come. That's what we want. We want to get them excited, but we also are very aware that we have to start winning games here to really attract those elite athletes. So, but it won't be, we'll be out there hard and you know, hopefully encouraging players to come to Akron and see what it has to offer here.
You said you're going to evaluate the current players that you have now. What style of play do you plan on implementing for this team?
By nature, I'm a very attack-minded coach. I think over the years, I always feel it's you want to go out there and look to win games and not be afraid to lose. But I also have to be smart and wise, and you know, and see. The one thing that's going to be a change for me is just understanding what the MAC is all about. You know, not being familiar with the teams. That's going to be very new to me, so that's something I have to learn and adjust to quickly. But ideally, you know, we want to play an attractive style of soccer. But again, it depends on what the type of player we have. But we're definitely going to utilise the strengths of the current players. We're excited about the incoming 15 class. They seem very eager to get going as well. And so when we have all of them together, then we'll have an idea what their strengths are, and hopefully we'll play a brand of soccer that's going to maximise their strengths.
Off the field at Slippery Rock, you were very involved with the Forgotten Angels group. You did community service trips to Haiti and New Orleans. What's your plan to bring the Forgotten Angels group here and continue to do some community service?
Well, I've always been very passionate about giving back to the community, and it's always been a staple of my programs over the years. I think one thing at a time. We need to get this season up and running. But you know, we have gone to Haiti twice. I took a bunch of athletes to Nairobi, Kenya this time last year. We were over there. So yeah, I'm excited to have that part of my life. And if young women want to get involved in that, we'll certainly encourage that. But that's going to be, you know, after we get settled in here. But it's definitely something we're very passionate about. At least I am very passionate about.
Well, Coach, it's great to see that you want yourself and your team to do some great things on and off the field. Happy to have you aboard here at Akron. And I'll promise you one thing. I know since you got here, there's been a lot of snow on the ground, many cold days. But I'll tell you this. By the time you open the season in August, I guarantee you all the snow will be gone and it will be at least 65 degrees.
That sounds brilliant to me.
That wraps up this edition of Z360. Tune in next week as we'll have part 2 of my conversation with Tom Wistricell to recap the NCAA convention. Thanks so much for watching. I'm David Suntup for GoZips.com.